Dylan is a troubled child. He draws really dark and somewhat demonic stuff from, I guess, what you would envision the underworld would look like. And Dylan's mother has passed, and that's a really hard thing for him to handle. And gets in trouble at school, and the zoo presents itself as an opportunity to kind of get away and to start over again. When we first get to the zoo, Dylan is really confused at who this girl is, who Lily really is, and she's from the middle of nowhere. She doesn't, and here comes this city boy that has grown up his whole life in the city, and he's mysterious. And I think Dylan thinks it's kind of cool that someone's into him in that kind of way. And at first, Dylan totally thinks that she's a little off, and then as the story progresses, Lily becomes someone that Dylan can identify with and can, really wants to be part of her life. Cameron is the greatest director I've ever worked with. He's amazing. My favorite thing about Cameron is that during a scene where we may not necessarily have a lot of dialogue, or right before we do have a lot of dialogue, he'll play music to set the tone. And it really does set the tone. It gets you, if it's an emotional scene, I'll play something really, really soft that has, the lyrics are really meaningful to someone, and it's really great. And he's such a great guy, and he's so down to earth. He's so nice. I always ask Cameron, I said, "You getting everything you need, Cameron?" And he always goes, "Yep." Or if something he needs something else, he'll always tell me. He's really honest and really upfront, and I really like him. I read the script early on in the audition process, and it was really great because it was a kind of, I guess the family comes together in the end. And, working with Matt, I knew he was attached to the project, and I've looked up to him, all of my career so far, and I just love every bit of work he's done, and Scarlett and Elle and everybody from the project. Really just, it made me attracted to it even more.